Welcome back to Wolfdog Empire. Today we're going to do the Covenant Summons overview. So I believe that the next contest of elements is going to be green. So we just finished yellow. I think it's going to be green. So Kai will be super important here. Phileas Fog, I have one, but I don't have any Evelynns. So I could use 3 Phileas Fog. So I wouldn't mind getting another one here. Hanitra, she's yellow. We just finished the yellow contest of elements. But she does dodge. And one thing I was thinking about, if this game keeps coming up with stronger heroes and stronger heroes and stronger heroes, where the base Aslar, who used to be a great hero, now is not used on defense all that much at all. Sure, there's a costume Aslar, and soon there'll be a 2x costume Aslar, and he's going to be really good, but the original one is not that good because they keep coming out with new heroes that hit harder than those base season 1 heroes. But a hero like Hanitra, who does a lot of dodging, is actually going to become more valuable if the game continues to come up with heroes that hit harder and harder and harder. So eventually they're going to be having heroes that hit. You already see some that hit 600, right? So if the caster has status elements or negative stacks, so if you put a defensive down on Captain Nemo, then when he goes off, he's going to hit with 600%. So you already have somebody hitting 3 to 600%. So let's say in the future they have somebody hitting 500 and 900%. And so that's going to be killing people. But if you have somebody like Hanitra, who can have her allies have a higher percent chance of dodging it, then it doesn't matter if they hit 600, 800, 900%. If they dodge it, you're going to be safe. So I think as time goes on, I think heroes that are unused right now, like Costume Boral, who give a counterattack to all. If you're cheap to play, free to play, I can see people using Costume Boral on defense when these people have to hit you with 4, 5, 6, 700%. They're gonna be running into that counterattack. Sure, there's some troops that help you get past those buffs. There's also some heroes that that hit past the buff. For example, Cobalt was featured here. The attack bypasses defensive buffs. This includes counterattack. So then you have those type of heroes. But for sure, the harder they hit in the future, the more valuable heroes like Hanitra are going to be. All right, so let's go with Kai here. So she's a rogue class. She's got a little dodge in her. Monster Hunter family. Heroes become stronger when teamed with other unique heroes of the same family. So keep in mind it's unique, so you can't just have like 3 or 4 Kais and think you're gonna get this bonus. Unique heroes. So the bonus is for 2, 3, 4, and 5 heroes. You get a plus 5%, plus 10%, plus 15 or 20% attack. So if you're gonna use Kai, you're gonna want to keep summoning a lot here to try to get more of these 5 stars that are different. Damage over time special. When this character casts their special skill, they give a hunter's mark on a random enemy. The target receives 150 damage over 3 turns. If a target already has this effect, the duration will be refreshed and the damage will be increased by 150, up to 1500 damage in total. Not bad, pretty good. Special skill damage reduction. This character has a 10% chance to drop the direct damage received from special skills to 1. Wow. I know it's only 10%, so it's not going to happen all the time, but when it does, it's going to piss off the attacker. This is pretty good. So the stats here, you got 840 attack, which is really good, 782 defense, which is good, 1429 health, which is, or HP, which is really good. Mana speed very fast. Wow. That is really good. Deals 435% damage to the target. Wow. So that's a sniper's hit. And on top of that, summons a bone trap fiend for the target. The fiend damages the enemy with 45% attack every turn. Wow, that's a lot. Because this attack is a pretty healthy attack. The damage increases by 8% each turn, up to a maximum of 93%. So you just keep throwing these fiends on people. Wow, that's pretty good. The bone trap fiend also absorbs healing and disappears when it has absorbed health equal to 35% of its owner's max health. Wow. The target gets minus 50% decrease for any healing received for 3 turns. So if who you're attacking is trying to have some healers go off to try to get back some of the health that these fiends are taking away, it's they're not gonna heal as quickly. And dispels buffs from the target at the end of each turn for 3 turns. That's pretty good. A little added. Only to 1, but for 3 turns automatically. Pretty good. And I believe the next contest of elements is green. So yeah, absolutely. Kai would be somebody who would be great to get. Hanitra yellow. We just passed the yellow contest of elements. I do have 1 Hanitra. But like I said, as time goes on, let's say you have a strong hitter right now, and they just come up with new heroes that are they just hit twice as hard, but you're free to play, cheap to play. These counterattackers and these dodgers are going to be really important for you if you're free to play, cheap to play. Eba, she's red, and we haven't had the red contest of elements yet, so it'd be good to get her and then bring her up so that when the red one comes around, you already have Eba. She is a monk class, monster hunter family, which we went over. Passive damage over time on special, we went over that one. Special skill damage reduction, we went over that one. It's pretty good. I think it's only 10% chance to happen, but when it does happen, it's gonna be really good. Stats: 799 attack is really good. 807 defense is really good. 1479 health is really good. Mana speed slow. Deals 585% damage to the target. Wow, here we go. Almost 600. Deals an additional 260% damage to as many random enemies as there are fiends owned by enemies. Wow. So so she goes really well with Kai. So Kai will throw the fiends, and then Eva, she's gonna hit 1 at 585, and then deals an additional 260% damage to as many random enemies as there are fiends owned by enemies. So the more fiends there are out there, the more extra hits Eva's gonna give out. The damage is reduced on each consecutive hit. All hit targets cannot cast any new status effects or stacks on enemies or allies for 4 turns. Wow. This one can really hurt the enemy there. All hit targets get minus 54% attack for 4 turns on top of that. Minus 50. Wow, this is going to be a really good one here. you want to get these two together. I mean, there's other fiend dealers like Lubu. There's also Viscaro. There's other fiend, but actually, if you use these two together, you also start accumulating the chances of getting the family bonus. So you need a minimum of 2 to get a plus 5% attack. And as you start going towards 5, then the attack goes even higher. So definitely you want to get these two. You want to summon both of these together. All right. So Cobalt. So he's ninja. We know Cobalt from before. And so we'll just look at his X3 mana charge. He deals 360% damage to all enemies. The attack bypasses defensive buffs. This includes counterattacks. Wow, that's pretty strong. 801 attack is really good. 685 defense is a little lacking. So if you do put emblems on him, you might want to look at defense. 1435 health is pretty good. And let me see. Captain Nemo. Fighter class. Underwild family, which has a bonus for unique heroes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20%, 24, 28, 32, or 36% chance to spawn an Underwild gem. The little gems, they give 50 damage to a random enemy each turn until it is matched away. But it adds up. It adds up, especially when you have multiple Underwild family members throwing out their gems. And the passive is this character receives 20% mana at the start of the battle. Wow, that's pretty good. That's like the professor, which just gets some mana up at the beginning just to kind of set her off and him off a little faster. 821 attack is really good. 751 defense is it's good. 1334 health is pretty good. Mana speed fast, which is important. Deals 300% damage to the target, but deals 600 damage if the caster has status ailment or negative stack. So we went over this earlier. You put a defensive down on him or something, and then when he goes off, he's actually going to hit 600% damage instead of 300. So pretty good. Personally, I have 3 others from Underwild family, and none of them are red, so I would love to get Captain Nemo for my Underwild family. Also, I'm low on blues compared to other colors, and there is a blue contest of elements that I foresee happening in the near future, so I wouldn't mind getting Cobalt and leveling him up. Also, I have a couple ninjas. I have Garnet maxed out. I do have a blue healer ninja, so I wouldn't mind putting all 3 together, and that would give me, with 3 unique heroes, it'll give me a 10% chance to dodge normal attacks and special skills, and 10% chance to counterattack with 90% of the damage received if I get all 3. Wow, that's that's pretty good. So I would love to get Cobalt, Captain Nemo, Phileas Fogg. I already have Phileas Fogg, but I'll get another one. I already have Hanitra, and I'm good with one, I believe. And these 2 will be paired together. And of course, any other Covenant hero from this family, from the family called Monster Hunter family, would be great also, because you can then put them together with this one. Now there's Boro. Just need his costumes. The other thing, his costume is going to be better than previously thought in the future, as as these heroes come out hitting harder and harder, I think Costume Boro is gonna be more better than he is now. He's considered crap. Costume Boro is considered a bad costume, a bad hero overall. Asmia replaced Boro, and Costume Boro, some people consider it even worse than regular Boro. Not anymore. Now that these heroes are coming out hitting a lot harder than before. I mean, look at this, 360 to all. Boom, Cobalt dies. I mean, with Costume, if he hit Costume Boro has actually no, this guy, not this guy, because he bypasses defensive buffs, including counterattacks, so not him. But look at this guy right here. If you throw a defensive down on this guy and then he goes off 600% damage and hits a counterattack, he's gonna be toast. But this guy's still good because he'll dispel that counterattack from that one, but only to that one. So that is my take on Covenant Summons. I want these 3 and these 2. Yeah, that's a lot of wants, huh? All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a like. Leave us a comment. Let us know who you're looking for in Covenant Summons. And if you're not going to summons, let us know why. I know some people are big into not summoning. So just let us know why, so we can all kind of look at everybody's opinions and ideas. And if you are looking to get one of these, who do you want to get? Thank you for watching the video. Till next time, Wolf Dog Empire.